Hello everybody, it's Cobalt here and welcome back to another video. This is not a type of video that I've done in a very long time, but as you can see, I'm doing a customizing time-lapse. Also, you're hearing a voiceover because I've done videos like this in the past and I've watched so many time-lapses and speed paints, but I always personally find them really boring unless there's a voiceover to go along with it, where the person's just talking about whatever or explaining the process of what is happening on screen. So the custom that I'm making here is actually a commission. Before you guys ask me if I have commissions open or whatnot, I currently don't. This is like a test commission that I did for a friend of mine, but I will be doing commissions over the summer, so keep an eye out for that on my Instagram. So this character is for my friend Jay, aka Little Demons, and this is their character and mascot Danna. They already did an unboxing video of it, so I will link that in the description down below if you guys want to see it, and I will have a future video showing this custom. Basically, she is a Doberman character made from a Great Dane base, and I sculpted the hair, the piercings, the sweater, and part of the tail. And she's a really cool character. I'll put some art up on the screen that Jay has done, so you can kind of like see the references I had to work with. And I really like this custom. I think it turned out really cool. All of you guys on Instagram who saw it already, you guys really seem to like it because it has like 1,000 likes, which is awesome. Thank you so much. So basically you can kind of just see my process, which is pretty similar to the time lapses that were being shown in my customizing tutorial video, which is already up on my channel. If you haven't watched it already, you should definitely go and check it out because I think it would be really helpful for a lot of you guys who keep asking me how I make customs and just how to make customs in general. But of course I will be doing more in-depth tutorials later if you guys are interested in that, like hair and clothes, because people have been asking me how to sculpt that sort of thing, which is obviously something that I sculpted on this custom, but I didn't record the sculpting process. I just recorded the painting process after I kind of got like the basic base coat layers, because the brown paint that I used is my lighter brown paint, which is pretty much dried up, so that meant that I had to add a lot of water to it, which meant that I had to do like 10 coats because it was so wet and it took forever. But luckily it turned out pretty good. I was kind of worried about that because Jay was like, oh, use the light brown, not the dark brown that you normally use. And I'm like, uh-oh, that's kind of dried up. But luckily it worked out. On screen right now, I'm just adding the white part to the eyes. I kind of like flip-flop around as the design goes on, like what I decide to paint. Usually I paint eyes last, but like if the base coat is already done, where the eyes are, then I'll paint in the white part and then add the color and the black part at the end. And then also I did have to mix a color for this custom, which was the like light brown kind of tan color that her markings are, like on her legs and her face and her little eyebrow circles, which you'll see me paint in a bit. But that color took me a bit to mix, but it was fun. I don't normally like to mix colors because sometimes the color can dry up and then you're screwed because you have to mix it again and repaint it because you're never going to get it back to the way it was before. You're going to have to like keep remixing it. But a technique that I found is to, well, at least personally, what I'm doing for this custom, I mixed the paint up in this little box and I put a lot of water in there so it has water so it stays wet for a long time. Then you close the box and like put something heavy on it so it doesn't dry up, but like check it kind of frequently and add more water so it doesn't dry. Don't add too much water obviously because then it's just gonna be a watery mess. But also you can just have it like on a paint palette and put saran wrap on it, like plastic wrap. But obviously if you've seen me customize in the past, I don't really use paint palettes. I kind of just mix all my paint on top of the lids of my other paint jars. But if it's something that I need a lot of the color for a long time, then I'll mix it in that little box, which is actually a box that the Knead-A-Tight clay comes in. That's where I got that box. So it's pretty helpful, and then you can just like scrape the paint out if you want to use it again, because sometimes if you try to mix a paint color on top of already dried paint, the dry paint will like flake off into it and then it completely ruins the paint that you mixed, which is really annoying, but it happens. Yeah, I don't know, I really like how this custom turned out. I think she looks really cool. I'm obviously not gonna like, you know, make this custom again because it's somebody else's original character and original design, but I think it would be cool to like make some Doberman customs, or like, are they Dobermans like the dogs that are black with the light brown? Is that the same? I don't know, but I think like that kind of design is a cool looking dog that would be cool to paint. And then also like, you know, making more customs to sell that have clothes, because I know people like that. But yeah, again, back to the topic of commissions, because this is a commission. I am going to be making some commission sheets with like rules and pricing on it, so you guys can like see what you're, you know, like how much you would have to pay for a certain commission. Like for a basic commission, a more complex commission with sculpting, you know, one with a ton of sculpting, like a human custom, just like a character inspired by a human character. Obviously, it's still not a human because it's made from an LPS, which are all animals. But yeah, I'm gonna make a price sheet for that. But the only way that you can commission me is through Instagram and pay me through PayPal. So if you guys are interested in that, which will be coming up soon, please go and follow me on Instagram, link always in the description. And I will hopefully be opening up commissions the Monday after I graduate from school, which is June 14th, I think. So I'll be opening up 3 commission slots on that day. First come, first serve. I can't hold any slots, but hopefully I will be opening more over the summer. I'm just starting off with a small amount because, again, I haven't really done many commissions for online people. But and then I'm going on vacation, like literally right after. So I don't want to have like people wait for their commissions over the 2 weeks that I'm gonna be gone. But yeah, I've done, let's see, I think I've done 3 commissions before. 2 of them were for my neighbor, and then this one, which is the only one that I've done to like a faraway person. I guess I've technically done another commission as part of a trade where somebody asked me to make a mermaid custom, and they traded me regular LPS for that, which was pretty cool. But I don't know if that really counts because it's not like I was making somebody's set design. Alright, what's happening now on the time lapse? Oh yeah, I painted her little paws, which are pretty cool. I don't put paws on the bottom of all of my customs, but sometimes they're pretty cute. And I never, like, when I post the pictures on Instagram, I never really post pictures of the bottom. So it's a surprise whether your custom has paws on the bottom or not when you buy it. But obviously, if you request paws on the bottom for, or paw prints, paw pads, toe beans, whatever, if you request that for your commission, obviously I'll paint that. Also, she has, the custom of Danna has like a skull on her sweatshirt. Right now it kind of looks like a weird ghost, but I'll add the eyes later. It's just a cool little sweatshirt design. And in case you were wondering, this is made from an authentic Great Dane. I'm not going to tell you which one because I don't want you guys to be pissed at me. But it was in pretty bad condition, and when you shake it, its head rattles, but luckily Jay thinks that's really funny, so. Again, it was an LPS in bad condition, so don't get mad at me for painting it. But this design definitely looks way better than the Hasbro design that I'd originally had, so. Yeah, now I'm just kind of touching up. If you've noticed, I'm a really, really messy painter and customizer. Like, I feel like all the art that I do, it starts off messy. You just gotta trust the process, and it'll look good at the end. But I feel like, a lot of my customizing style relies on the cleanup, and that's what makes it look good, because like you're never gonna get it right on the first try. You gotta keep painting over it and over it again. But that's what's good about acrylic paint, is you can go back and paint over it. Like if you mess up, no big deal, just paint it again, easy peasy. This is a pretty long time lapse. I'm sorry, maybe it's too long, I don't know, because this is definitely the longest time lapse I've ever recorded. Probably could have sped it up a little bit more. But I just want to know what you guys think. This is a little test, because again, I've done time lapses in the past a long time ago, and those were recorded with my phone with the time lapse feature that iPhones have. I think other phones probably have that too, but I just have an iPhone. And the quality of it is not good. It's kind of fuzzy, it's bad. But this one I recorded with my regular DSLR camera that I always use, so the quality is pretty good. And then I just sped it up in Premiere Pro, and I'm not gonna be able to use Premiere for much longer because it's like we got like a free thing with my school, but since I'm graduating, my school email is gonna be deleted, so that means that I won't be able to access Premiere anymore, I guess. But I'm gonna try to, because the editor that I always use is DaVinci Resolve, so I know you can speed it up there, but I've just had problems where it lags super hard. So I'm gonna try see if I can speed it up in Resolve. We'll see. But I am getting a new laptop, so hopefully that will help with lag and just all that, because the laptop that I use to edit right now is pretty old and pretty slow. It's so old that I keep getting a notification on it saying that the parts to fix your laptop are no longer available, so yikes. But I'm getting a new laptop soon, and that's pretty epic. Oh, as you can see right now on screen, I'm kind of like, I mix paint on the side of my hand sometimes, or I use my hand to wipe it off. It's kind of just like a little technique that I don't really feel like I explained in my tutorial. But the erasing thing I did explain, where you take clean water, and if the paint's still wet, you can just wipe it off. which is pretty cool. I think that's a technique that a lot of people don't really know, but obviously if the paint is dry, then you're gonna have to paint it again. And sometimes that can make it turn out lumpy instead of smooth. And that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys want to see any other time lapses like this, because I thought it was fun to make and fun to record and fun to do the voiceover. I want to keep doing the voiceover. So let me know if you guys want to see this. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!